Hey, everyone. What is cracking? What's up, Alex? Alec, not Alex.
Hey,
Oh,
how are you doing?
good. How are you? Man, we got 11 people already waiting. What's up, fam?
Cool.
That's exciting. Are you guys excited for today? I'm excited. We got Mr. Ecamm here. He was showing me some things. I'm excited for the stream. What is going on? It's cracking, you guys. Oh, Alex, are you ready to show your New York impersonation? You know, people that come on my stream, you gotta try, give a stab at the New York impersonation, Alec. I'll give you some time. There you go. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. See, I would have thought you was from Brooklyn, bro. That's so funny. What is going on, Dr. Elo? How are you doing today? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. Business growth. Ready. What kind of feedback? Bad feedback? You hear me okay? Yeah, Alec, we're all right? I think we're okay. No, I think we're good. All right. Purple Paisley Planner, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Hey, Gretchen. I'm going to mute myself really quick. I didn't want to blow everybody's eardrums out while I was yelling at the dogs again. What is going on, you guys? All right. All right. Oh, my Stream Deck audio is acting a little funny. Mr. Camera Junkie, what is poppin'? How are you, Luis? What is going on? How's everyone? Hey, peeps, Facebook user. The background and the sound effects. So, is this better? I stopped it and started it again. And then what's with the background? Let me know. I may have to, I don't know what's happening with my Stream Deck. Everything was working fine when Alec and I were trying this before. Everything was okay. What is cracking?
I'm not hearing it.
I know, I'm hearing it okay too. I don't know what's happening, but that's all right. It just ended. So hopefully, what is cracking, you guys? Okay, now we're good. Now the music is gone. That's all I care about. As long as we're good there. Alec from Take One Tech, how are you, my good friend?
Very good, thank you. Great to be on with you. I feel like we've spoken so many times before, and yet it's the first time.
I know, right? Exactly. That is so true. Like, we're always messaging each other. We're always like, whether it's in Discord, whether it's like on Ecamm or Let's Get Live or something. We've been on the funny one. Remember? Oh my God, we cried. We laughed so much with the Audio Jungle last year.
Audio Jungle.
That was like such a funny stream. That was hilarious. But this is the first time you and I are on together. I'm very excited. So
me too. Absolute pleasure.
We got some good stuff going on. We have Todd. Everyone, when they come to the streams, they wait for Todd to come in. My Stream Deck is acting slow, but they wait for this.
Ho, ho, ho.
Everybody, what's for that? Let me unplug my Stream Deck. My Stream Deck is acting a little like laggy. So I'm going to unplug that. But while I do that, why don't you tell the community? I mean, everybody knows who Alec from Take One Tech is, but just in case they don't know who Alec is, why don't you tell them who you are, my good friend?
So, Alec from Take One Tech. I started the channel just over a year ago, and the whole purpose of me starting the channel was for me to practice the process of making tutorial style videos in one take, because I was wanting to make course content for some of my other business interests, and was basically pulling my hair out until it had all gone with editing. And I was not really my best not really the best candidate for on-screen talent when it comes to editing, because I found that if I knew that I could edit, I'd always try and retake things, and so then I'd end up with a massive job to do in the editing process, and that is just something that
Right.
I didn't really enjoy. So I figured if there was a way that I could do this all in one take without the need for editing, then that would be the secret. I went down the OBS route, and
Yeah.
what little hair I did have left, I pulled the rest of that out with OBS, and then I saw Doc Rock on Mac Break Weekly talking about Ecamm, and
Nice.
yeah, that's how I got into Ecamm, and it's just enabled me to do everything that I've done on the channel. Really, I wouldn't have a channel without Ecamm. It's as simple as that, because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have the time to actually create all the content. And yeah, and so Ecamm coupled with Stream Deck, I bought the Stream Deck to control Ecamm with to make the
Yep.
videos,
Yep.
and then realized that this was like a massive productivity tool. And so now that has become, my favorite
Yeah.
Mac peripheral, if there is such a thing. It's
Yep.
become my favorite bit of tech, really,
Yeah.
to enable me to do lots of productivity stuff. So yeah, that's my little intro.
That is dope. And so, yeah, for those of you guys, like he said already, for those of you guys to understand, I think, because it's like, I feel like there needs to be more emphasis on it. Alec from Take One Tech, it's that literally he tries to do everything in one take, right? Like you don't, I know, listen, and for me, when I do pre-recorded videos, my pre-recorded videos, the amount of times that I start and stop and like delete it, like I'll end the stream and I'm like, okay, let me try that again. And just like, it's probably 100 times before I finally get a finished product. And it's like, I just need, and now I'm doing better with just letting kind of like bloopers come across and just, I hit pause. I used to literally hit record. And if I messed up, I would just stop the recording and start all over again.
Mhm.
So,
I do that. I
okay.
do that. Yeah,
Oh,
I mess up the begin. It's the if I'm talking about something I know about, then I've
yeah.
got no trouble sort of,
Yep.
talking about it.
Yep.
But those little the intros for YouTube where you've got to do the sort of hook to get
Yeah.
people, videos for you. If that bit still does not feel at all natural to me, and I
Yeah.
often start, and then within the first, 20 seconds, I'm restarting because I've just messed up the hook, if you like.
Yep.
So although it's originally I was going to call it one take tech because it's all in one take as opposed to take one.
Yeah.
So technically they're not take one. Sometimes it's take 2 or 3 or 4.
Right,
But
right, right. Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah. But
yeah.
definitely
So
better than 100, right? And it's one of those things. And you have your shirt on from Press and Sew. You have your store, Recovering
yeah.
Perfectionist. Talk a little bit more about recovering perfectionism and talk about your store.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is part of the other side of the way to create these videos in one take
Yeah,
is before I would be really self-conscious about oh, I said this wrong, or not wrong information, but just the phrasing of it or something like that, or
yeah,
maybe pausing, a couple of ums and ers might
yep,
slip in there from time to time,
yeah,
things like that, or just actually, making a mistake. So in a lot of my videos, I'm talking about something and I get it wrong the first time, but then I say, oh no, I've made a mistake. Never
yeah,
mind. Let me
yeah,
show you the right way to do it. And it's just kind of rolling with those imperfections. And before, perfectionism was something that I think that perfectionism is amazing and great to strive for perfection, because if you fall short of perfection, you're going to be, higher up than if you strive for mediocrity.
yeah,
But it's
yeah,
when perfectionism becomes a barrier to you actually putting stuff out. And so that was another thing about the channel, really, was just say right, well, I'm just going to go for it. And I did the first 100 days, 100 videos in 100 days. That was inspired by Doc saying, you can't really judge how you're
yeah,
doing on YouTube till you've made your first 100 videos. And so it was a case
right.
of, right, well, let me just get those out of the way.
Yeah, yeah,
And yeah, not really worrying too much about if it was perfect or not. And it still is
yeah,
far from perfect, but
yeah,
I'm happy with that now. So
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's where the
definitely.
recovering perfectionism comes from.
Yeah. And so you're one of the other people and you just did it recently, right? I think you ended at the end of last year, you just did the 100-day challenge. It's like a couple of months ago, you finished it. When did you finish your challenge?
So I did 100 days was from the 14th of May last year until 100 days, and I hit that target. So then I did a
Gotcha.
stretch target of 365 videos in a year. So my 1 year sort of anniversary, if you like, on YouTube was on the 14th of May. I didn't hit that target though, but
Right.
hey, I'm a recovering
Right.
perfectionist, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah. 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 No,
I just
definitely.
had other stuff came up with work and whatever. But I ended up doing, I think it was around about 300 instead of the 365, so something like that.
Yeah, just
So
as
yeah.
good. That is amazing, 100%. Yeah, so, and I remember when you were doing it, I remember, you were talking about it and stuff like that, and it was like every day a new day and you're doing it. And now I'm in the tail end of my challenge, and exactly what you say about the recovering perfectionism. I've just described it, that it allows me, I've found a new way to give myself grace for the mistakes, because right, mistakes happen, and I think I'm very similar. I'm very hard on myself, and I think that comes from like
Yep.
the corporate culture, and like having a certain expectation where people need to, like, they want to see you in a certain way, and we have to deliver results in a certain kind of way. And so being so hard on myself, doing all of this, right, with having a full-time job and basically taking a break for an hour and then coming down here and turning into a content creator, I've made mistakes along the way. But these 100 days have allowed me to say, okay, well, tomorrow's a new day. They'll be all right. The community, they're not. And I think even with stuff like that, I think what is it, like, the mistake is more exacerbated from our perspective looking at it versus our community, right? So when I do,
Yeah, sure.
go ahead, what were you going to say?
No, carry on. I was
Okay.
just agreeing. It's from your
It's
perspective. You
from
always
your
you always notice
perspective.
the imperfections.
Yeah, definitely. So I think, like, and I know that you also do public speaking, well, prior to the pandemic. And so the same thing with me when I do like the first time homebuyer seminars. When I used to, of course, if I make a huge, like, if I'm giving the wrong information, I have to perfect it. I have to, not perfect it, but I have to, like, correct it. But if it's a silly mistake that I use the wrong word in the wrong context, as long as it's not like the end of the day, right? It's not going to get them denied for a mortgage. I don't point it out where I used to point it
Yeah.
out before. Right. And what I've found is that by not pointing it out, a lot of times people didn't even realize. So I think the
Sure. Yeah.
perfectionism is us as wanting to be perfect. That is just like the glaring headlights. And people were like, what? I didn't even know you made mistakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I think that's
So,
similar as well to the one thing that stops people starting is this sort of fear of failure.
yeah.
And with fear of failure, it's really like the thing that you're afraid of. I think in most cases is kind of a fear of maybe embarrassment at not succeeding at it, perhaps.
Yeah.
Then that comes from a feeling of thinking what other people are going to be thinking about you. That's
Yeah.
where you might be embarrassed about something. But then
Yep.
in doing that, you're actually putting like the worst possible case scenario of like the way someone could think about you, and
Yes.
assuming that's how everyone else is going to be thinking. When in
Yeah.
actual fact, if you do something, everyone's rooting for you to succeed, the people that
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
And if you do fail, those people are there to catch you and, help you up when you fall, sort of thing. So we always put things in the worst possible sense, I
Yeah.
think, when looking at ourselves.
Yeah, that is, oh my goodness. You, like, listen, in a nutshell, that is everything that every content creator should understand. And basically the basis of that is just having a community. And once you build out your community, or once you become a
Yep.
part of a community, not even building out your own, but being a part of a community, right? The way we are with Doc's
Hmm.
community, with Ecamm, right? With things like that, being a part of those communities, exactly, that people are rooting with you. I've said that the people who show up, because I have the same probably 10 or 15 people that have been showing up every night for my live stream challenge without
Hmm.
fail. Like, K-Walk is here. K-Walk checks in every day for the live stream challenge. And I'm like, I don't think that they realize that they signed up for this challenge right along with me. I'm the
Yeah.
one doing the talking, but they're still tuning in, rooting me on, right? Showing support, putting comments. It's like, you're just as much in this as I am. But that's huge, that community support. And it's like, all right, cool. It's not that much of a big deal. And it makes it easier to kind of pick back up and do it again tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Cool,
I
cool
can't, to be
stuff.
honest, I've got to mention it again. I know you mentioned Doc's community and the Ecamm community, but
Yeah.
both of those, I mean, but the Ecamm one, I mean, Doc's community is amazing, and on part of his the drop squad and all
Yep.
that. So having
Yep.
these sort of weekly one-on-ones and all that sort of thing is amazing. But
Yep.
the Ecamm one, I've just got to keep pinching myself to think that this is a community built
Yeah.
around a piece of software. I mean, what other
Right.
piece of software has got a community like the Ecamm community? It's
Yeah.
just amazing, that everyone is. I mean, it's helped me continually. Like I'm always learning something. Somebody put a video in the other day. I forget his name now. This is terrible, but he put a video in about how you can basically bring Google Sheets in as a
Yeah.
widget
I've been
overlay in
watching.
Ecamm, and I
I'm
was like,
like,
oh
I
my
know.
god, why did I not
With
think
the
about
weather,
that?
I know. I was like, hold on.
Yeah,
I need to, what is this? I need to, like thumbtack this. I need to favorite this because I have to go back to this because how cool is that he's sharing that
yeah.
100%. It's amazing. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Well, so let's get into, because I want to make sure that we're going to do the giveaways. Everybody's probably here for the giveaways. They're not here for our pretty faces as much as we want to think that they're here for our pretty faces. They're really here for the giveaways. So let's share the screen with the giveaway and Paul will give the information. So we're doing things a little bit differently this time. We are, if you want to win, because we know you guys all want to win, is head over to indiad.live/TOT giveaway. Do not fret. Paul just put it in the comments here. indiad.live/TOT giveaway. So make sure that you go there, fill out the information. All we need is, and this is my website, so it's not, your stuff is not being sold. It's not being, I'm not going to like farm your information. It's secure. Your name, your email address, your phone number, and then let us know, where did you chime in from? Did you chime in from my page, Alec's page, or one of the Ecamm pages? And this is what we are going to be talking about today. So Alec has his own Ecamm Live masterclass that we're going to go a little bit into next. He's going to talk about that. Over 130 lessons. And Alec has been so gracious to raffle away or give away an access to one of his Ecamm Live masterclasses. So if you want to win that, you need to put in your information at indiad.live/TOT giveaway. And the TOT is for Take One Tech giveaway. And then we're going to be giving away some icon packs. And those are just some example. We'll go into his store because Alex, I keep saying Alex, don't kill me. How many icon
No problem.
packs do you have? I think you have like 8 or something, maybe 8 or 10. You have a good amount.
Something like that. Yeah, I forget
Yeah.
actually. I think 8.
It's
Yeah,
like
we'll
it's like
find out.
8. You have a good amount. So we'll go into that next with the icon packs. But I just featured the Ecamm Live icon pack that you created specifically for Ecamm Live, because obviously that's what we're talking about today. And then you have your total icon pack. If you scroll, can you scroll down some more? There you go. Which includes over 3,000 icons. And Alec customized these himself. So why don't you talk about the icon packs? Like, where did you customize them and how long did it take you to do all of these?
Yeah, so there's some that are specific to applications. So there's the Ecamm one. I've got one for Zoom, one for Keynote, and some other applications. The 3,000 icons, I should say, is actually 150 different symbols with 20 different colors. So
Gotcha.
that's where the 3,000 comes from.
Gotcha.
All of the icon packs, I actually make them in Keynote, because in Keynote you can select the size of the slide, and so I just make a square slide, and then it's because I spend so much time in Keynote anyway. It was just easier for me to just create these things in there, create a template, and so yeah. Even though I use Adobe Creative Suite, I actually found that Keynote was an easier way to do these sort of simple pictograms, if you like.
Oh, very cool. We should get together one day. And even if we do a pre-recorded video, I would love to see, because I've done it with using Canva, doing a customizing it, but not through Keynote. So that's actually pretty cool. Everybody's excited because, like I said, everybody is here for the giveaways. Gretchen signed up. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you? Paul just shot me a text message. He's getting the registrants. So just so you guys know, and I'm going to go through it very quickly, we want to make sure that we don't get double registrants. I do want to call to attention, there was the winner who won on Sunday was kind of a double registrant, but it was not intentional. And I'm going to take full accountability for that, because she started off on Facebook, and I'm always telling people, if you watch all of my streams, I'm always telling people, come hang out with us on YouTube. The fun is where it's at on YouTube. And so she ended up moving over to YouTube, and I did confirm that. I looked at like the timing and things like that. So I'm going to take accountability. I dropped the ball. with not one, I didn't also talk about being disqualified. I didn't say that stuff. So now I'm just giving that. And there is at the bottom of that page, there is a disclaimer. Please do not register more than once because you'll be disqualified. But that was it was a non-malicious, I guess, circumstance on Sunday. So I wanted to just clarify it with you guys in the community. And to mitigate all of that, that's why we did this page here, where it goes to my website. You'll put in all the information. Paul has access to it on the back end, and then he's going to send me all of the information. And then what we're going to do what we do, because you know what we do is oh wait, hold on. That's the wrong one. Hold on. What am I doing here? The Wheel of Wonder. I tried to use I didn't do a good job at resizing. Don't get mad at me, Alec. I'm sorry. I didn't resize your image for the masterclass giveaway, but that's the image in the background. So as soon as I pull up the notes, we can start putting people in. Let me see. Let me give Paul a text. Let me see.
How can I be mad at the Wheel of Wonder?
I know the Wheel of Wonder. Everybody loves the Wheel of Wonder, right? Let me just see. I'm just asking Paul. Hold on. He's texting me, asking Paul if he start putting names. Or I can just ask him here. Well, I didn't need to text him, right? Anyway. Roop's wrong page. I'm like, listen, I'm trying to do things. Exactly. Right. You would hope he's watching. Exactly. He would. I know he's texting me for sure. He's texting me. So even if he's not watching, at least he's watching the things. He's taking care of things. Names yet on the note here. Okay. All right. So let me come back over here. So while we start, that's what he did want to remind me, because we're going to close the giveaway towards the end of the stream. So Alec, do you have a hard stop at an hour, or if we go a little bit over an hour, what's your timing like? Because I probably shouldn't have put you on the spot live to do that, right?
No, I'm cool. It's 6:30 in the morning here, so I've got plenty of time.
6:30 in the morning on Wednesday. He is a full day ahead of us because Alec is in Thailand, if you guys didn't know. So it is a full, for those of you guys in the States, it is still Tuesday for us in the States. It is bright and early. So as soon as I spoke to Alec this morning, I said, "Hi, good morning. How are you?" Spoke to him first thing bright in the morning. All right, cool. So let me put on the timer as well here. And yeah, we'll put the timer there. So we've been streaming for 22 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. Let me edit this over here. And let's do a timer for 40 minutes from now. So we're going to do a timer from 40 minutes. So whoever comes in, people have 40 minutes starting now to come in, hang out with us, let us know you're here. Fill out the form on indiad.live/TOT giveaway. And then we're going to give away some goodies. Ken is here. We got Mike showing up. Everybody's excited. Eric is only 5 hours ahead of only 5 hours. So he's still, it's Wednesday for him too there, but it's Wednesday like at 2 o'clock in the morning. Right, exactly. Right. Yeah. He's always coming on the streams late. Oh my goodness. All right. So why don't we, Alec, let's get into your masterclass. I'll do the screen share. Let me bring your page back up. Here we go. And talk to them about your masterclass. You have the floor, my good sir.
Cool. So it's basically a masterclass taking you from sort of beginner through to expert of Ecamm Live, but then also other applications that you might use around it. And the thing with it, the sort of inspiration came from, well, first of all, another masterclass I was doing, the Zoom masterclass, which is going to be launching very soon. I've been saying that for a while, but I actually stopped doing that partway through because one of the whole things about the Zoom masterclass is to basically teach people who don't know about Ecamm how much Ecamm can transform your Zoom appearance. But then in doing all the Ecamm stuff for that particular course, it was kind of like, well, it's a no-brainer really. This is a course in itself because the majority of the way that you look better on Zoom is by Ecamm.
Yep, 100%.
So that's where that's where this came out. And then also with my channel, I've got videos, going back. In fact, of the all the videos that I've done for the channel, I think around about 100 are Ecamm. So I didn't set out to make a channel that was about Ecamm. I set out to make a channel about the tech and the
Yeah.
applications that I love using.
Yep.
And Ecamm quickly became my favorite app. So hence there's loads of content there. But some
Yep.
of the videos that I've done, in fact, the longest video that I've got on the channel was a 4.5 hour one take video that was start to finish with Ecamm, how to get up and running with it. And it's still one of the most
Nice.
popular videos on the channel. But that was from Ecamm version 3.8. So technically, some
Yep.
of the information is out of date. Some of the ways that we do things are completely different. Like you don't need to make graphic overlays in Keynote anymore because you can do it all in Ecamm with the borders and rounded corners and things like that.
Yep.
So I thought, well, what we need is something where it's like an online resource that's continually up to date, so that you don't have to think, is this the latest information? Is there another way to do it? And that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
that was kind of the idea behind the course, that it is basically a continually updated resource covering everything, as I say, from beginner through to advanced. So it does cover the basics. So
Yeah.
within like the basics section, it'll take you through, if you're totally unfamiliar with Ecamm Live, we've got the everything about overlays, and it's split down into the different types of overlay. So let me just zoom in a little bit.
Yep.
Camera overlays, image overlays, animated overlays. So they're split down into individual videos, so that as Ecamm is updated with new features and things like that, then it's just a case of, I'll update all of these videos as required, so that it'll always be up to date. Introduction to scenes, how to do things with scenes, different types of scenes, audio, cameras, and everything. So for the beginner, really. But then we go and look at using Ecamm specifically for live streaming. So there's a load of videos about live streaming, using it with meeting software. So I do talk about how to take it into Zoom, into Microsoft Teams,
Yeah.
how to get the settings right in those platforms to give you the best results using Ecamm with them, and also with Discord as well. And then there's also stuff there about the Stream Deck, because Ecamm without Stream Deck is
Right.
sort of missing something, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So
Yep.
I have got a whole section on the Stream Deck and Loupedeck as well. So I do use both Stream Deck and Loupedeck. So there's an introduction to Stream Deck, how to use it, how to set it up, all that sort of stuff. And so yeah, it's covering everything really. And then also presentations. So one of the big things that I do with Ecamm, one of the primary uses I have for it is
Yep.
for using it in Zoom meetings, but delivering presentations and online content and stuff like that. So using it with presentation software, so that rather than just being a sort of talking head, talking to some slides, actually
Right.
having a more immersive experience, where you're sort of integrating the slides with your presentation and using the green screen overlay feature, so that you can bring in Keynote slides, but you be sort of a part of them, as opposed to, as I say, just talking to the side of them.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So it covers all of that, and so not just Ecamm, but all of these sort of ancillary things that you'll use with it, and then other software that you might want to use to help you with live streaming, things like that. And then there's a load of course resources and downloads and things like that as well.
Fantastic. Great stuff.
So it is lifetime access to anybody who does to sign up. So it'll be constantly updated as Ecamm is updated with new features. It'll be constantly up to date.
Yeah. And I think, and so if for those, because they're only one, we're only giving away one. So unfortunately, there's 20 of you guys currently watching, or 21 of you guys currently watching. We can't give away 21 of these. So only one lucky winner will get it. Talk to them about pricing for the other individuals who, you want to definitely invest if you want to learn all things. I know I'm always, as much as I know about Ecamm, when I see Alec upload a video, or even the Stream Deck, I have my masterclass, I always go and I'm always like intrigued, like how is he using it? What is he doing? How does, the functionality? So you definitely want to listen and invest. So talk to them about your price points and what you have.
Yeah, so the masterclass is $147, and that is one-time payment, but for lifetime access, so it's continually up to date.
Yeah.
It does include $150 worth of bonuses. One of those is for new Ecamm users, though. So if everyone's already using Ecamm, then maybe that one won't apply. But there is some of the icon packs. So my Zoom icon pack, my Ecamm Live icon pack are included. Those are $10
Nice.
in my store normally, so I include those with the course. There's also discounts on Camo by Reincubate. So that's what I use for so you can use your mobile as a camera. So I've got a 10% discount on that, and also Speedify, which is essential for making sure you've got a good connection to the internet and stable connection. So there's a 25% discount off that as well. And there's a few other different things in there that are sort of bonuses as for anyone who signs up. So that's the price point of it. Most of my icon packs are $10. I've
Yep.
got a couple in there that are just really small, so they are $2 on my store. It was $7, by the way. I couldn't remember, but those are the
Yeah.
different icon packs
We
that
were
I've got. So
close.
Zoom, Ecamm, YouTube. Yeah, they're all $10. The
Yep.
3000 one is $15, and then I've got this the calculator icon pack and the Pro Mouse, which is $2 because they're basically just a few little icons. So
Very nice.
that is
This is
those.
awesome.
Mhm.
And so we're going to also get into pretty much next, going into, I guess we can probably do the Ecamm Live icon pack. And Alec is going to show me from a beginner's perspective. So I have a Stream Deck. I've used my Stream Deck. But like our friend Mike Cola here, who purchased the Stream Deck about a year ago and still hasn't taken it out the box. Why? Mike, why? There's so many of you guys. It fascinates me that you guys have it and haven't taken it out the box. So for those of you guys like Mike and Gabe who just took his out of the box last week when he took my mini masterclass, Alec is going to be the teacher this evening and I'm going to be the student, and he's going to show us how to download one of his icon packs and how to customize the icons on the Stream Deck from basically start to finish. We're not going to do every icon, but we'll do a few in Ecamm Live just to give you guys the general idea of it. And here is a reminder. If you guys want to win an opportunity to win an access to Alex, see, that's what it is. When I go to say your name plural, it sounds like I'm saying Alex, and it just throws me off. If you want to win one of Alex's icon packs or access to his Ecamm Live Masterclass, you definitely want to go over to indiad.live/TOT giveaway, enter in your information. And by the time this countdown is done, you can see we have 31 minutes for the drawing. By the time this countdown is done, we will be moving over to what you guys love so much. Everybody's addicted to the Wheel of Wonder. And we're going to start adding in names here. Oh, Paul is already on it. So let me just come over here because you guys love this stuff. And let's enter in our first batch of names. Boom shakalaka. We have our first round of entries here. So we'll continue to update this throughout the evening. All right. So, Alec, how many icon packs, how generous are you feeling like giving away today? How many icon packs are you going to give away today?
You can give them all.
Oh, man, listen. All right, so he has 7. So then we're going to give away 1. Go ahead.
Mhm.
What were you going to say?
Yeah. I've got 7, but you know, do what you want. You're welcome to give them all away. It's no
all
problem.
right, so let's give away 7. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give away one of the icon packs to 7 winners. So we're doing 8 giveaways today. Man, tonight will be an action-packed night. Keely, 100%. What is cracking, Keely? And I agree with her wholeheartedly. Let me move this over a little bit. She says, I love seeing how other creators create with the Stream Deck and other automation tools. Gives me lights. I agree. It blew my mind when Paul and I were sharing things and he shared his, he just took a picture of his Stream Deck. And I was like, but your Stream Deck looks nicer than mine. Like, how do I have a whole masterclass and I like the way yours looks? Hold on, let's talk about it. And it's one of those things of finding the value, right? And understanding, because we think differently, we operate differently. So understanding that and really saying, oh, I like that, and just learning and growing from each other, I think, is huge. All right, let's see. Let me see, what else do we have here? We want to give you something to ponder. What are you giving me to ponder, Gretchen? What?
By the way, the icon packs, some of them are specifically, they've all got all of the icons as image files, but some of them are also specific profiles, so you can
Yep.
import the whole profile. I've got one for YouTube as well, which basically controls YouTube, but I wanted to control it in the background. So I also included with that the Keyboard Maestro macros. So I created a series of Keyboard Maestro macros,
Mm-hmm.
which allows you to basically control an application, even if it isn't the frontmost application. So with the YouTube player icon pack, that basically allows me to start and stop and speed up and rewind and everything if YouTube is playing in the browser, even if I'm in another application. So that is really handy for when I'm watching like tutorials to learn how to do something.
Yeah.
So although some of them do include these profiles for Stream Deck,
Yep.
obviously the icons do also work for Loupedeck as well. So if you are a Loupedeck user, then you can use them
See?
with those as well.
Look
Because
at
I use the
that.
two together.
Yep, we both do. We both use the Loop Deck and the Stream Deck. See, that's our we just want to use all the tools and all the things. All right. So, just moving the timer down a little bit. Why don't we get straight into, so what I'm going to do is I'm just opening up, I'm going to download the icon pack for Ecamm Live really quick. And then as soon as I download it, let me see. So let me go back. Hold on. I want to download. All right, cool. So now, and let me go back here. Okay, it's downloaded. What do I do? Literally, now you teach. I downloaded it. It's in my Finder window. So now I'm giving you the stage.
Okay, so if you've got the Finder window open within, you can see. I don't know if you can get that up, or
Yep.
if you're just sharing a specific app.
Nope. Oh, nope. Let me change that over here just to do the page so it's easier. And let me just minimize this really quick.
So it'll download in a zip file, and then when you double click on the zip file, it will open up to a folder.
So here's my downloads. The Ecamm Live is the second one, so I'm going to double click it. And now this is the folder here. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so there you can see the different icons. So some of these are sort of two-tone, and that's because we'll get to it in a little while. But in Ecamm with scenes, for example, you can have it show a different icon depending on if it's the active scene or not. So the icons that we've got in there are a series of them based on sort of different scene layouts that you may have. So what I'd need to do is just have a look at what your Stream Deck currently looks like, what you might want to add into there.
Okay. So right now, this is and these are all, with the exception of this one button over here, that's music.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is all Ecamm. So these are all run scenes on the bottom, previous and next scene over here, and then my camera switcher and my mic.
Mm-hmm. Should I show what I've currently got my Stream Deck set up? Will that help as well? Then I can basically just show you what I'm looking at here, and it'll give a bit more context to it.
So,
and then we can get into
which one are we going to do? Are we going to do, is it a window screen share?
What I can do is I can switch my camera actually. If I go to this one, I can show you.
Let me just go back to this here, and okay, there you go.
So there is my Loupedeck at the top. A lot of Ecamm cups on my desk. Seems like there is more Ecamm cups on my desk than anything else, actually. But there you go. So this is what I have on my. Let me just zoom out a little bit. This is what my Stream Deck looks like. So these are basically all different scenes. And the way that I've set these icons up is basically because of the way that I use Ecamm. I share different parts of the screen. So this one, for example, with this picture of a little person in the top left-hand corner is showing me which area of the screen I'm showing. This one here with the sort of the head in it is basically a full, the main shot that I normally use. I've got other ones here for like an over-the-shoulder shot and top-down shot as well. And then these ones are all related to overlays. So a camera overlay where I'm bringing in the mobile, I should say, rather than the camera overlay. And then we've got sort of next scene, previous scene, and things like that. So those are the sort of way that I've arranged those. I've also got some sort of sort of what's the word theme to them. So
Yep.
basically anything that looks like it's got these two sort of layers to it, that's basically signifying that it is an overlay. Whereas these ones that are basically showing you like which area of the screen with a picture of a person in it, they are basically different scenes. And then I also use ProMouse, which is the tool that I use for doing screen demos and things like that. So these three here are related to ProMouse, so putting a spotlight on the screen, zooming the screen, things like that. This one just here, this is the one that I set up, which is a multi-action, so that I mentioned before how I often don't do things in the very first take. I sometimes mess up the beginning and have to start again. So that is a little multi-action that I set up that basically stops the recording, then goes back to the first scene, but then also it presses the record button again, because in Ecamm, when you press the end recording button, it will pop up that little thing up on the screen that says, do you want to view the file, upload it to YouTube or whatever. If you actually press the record button on Stream Deck again at that point, it will dismiss that message. So having that as a sort of multi-action in there sort of basically resets everything. And then I've got one here this is for my like end scene. This is for a little stinger transition, which I've rarely used actually, but I set it up nevertheless. And then I've got buttons down here for, like and subscribe, buy me a coffee, all that sort of stuff. So they're all down there as well. And then on the Loupedeck up at the top, this is for where I have a scene set up for where I'm doing a promo or recommendation, if you like, for the main affiliates that I use. So whoops a daisy, I've just gone to it by accident there. Hang on a minute.
That's cool. That's okay.
There
I
we
liked
go.
it.
So that is to do my little promo of Ecamm, TubeBuddy, Setup, and Epidemic, which are the ones that I sort of promote in my my live streams. And then these are 4 different multi-views. So where I've got 2 people side by side, 3 people, 4 people, and so on. And then these are for some like lower thirds. That's for demo mode at the top there. And then also when you go into demo mode on Ecamm, using the accessibility feature to zoom in on a specific part of the screen, then I have that set to the dial, so I can actually just dial in the level of zoom using that. And then the rest of the dials on Loupedeck are all for the different controls of the mic, for sound effects system and things like that on Ecamm. So I find that the 2 of those devices actually work really well together.
Yeah, I agree. The same thing. I use mine, and that's a great setup. And it's so pretty. Mine is nowhere near as pretty. I need to get my life together. That's it.
It's a little iPad stand, actually. So it's an iPad stand holding the Loupedeck, and then the Stream Deck is just on the bottom of that. So they are nicely sort of at the same level and angle and everything.
Yeah. I was showing Paul says time to go shopping. I was showing the community yesterday. So I found an Etsy shop online, and he 3D printed a very similar stand to what you have.
Oh, cool.
I'll send you the link. It's not up for sale yet. He's putting it for sale because I asked him. I got the legs for the Loupedeck because that the legs that it comes with are very low angle, right?
Yep.
Horrible.
Yeah.
So I did get upgraded 3D printed legs, and I noticed that he also had Stream Deck stands. So I asked him, and he was like, you know what? I never thought to use it, but I use both the same way you and I use both. He was like, let me build one out. Yep. He built one out and sent me pictures
cool.
This weekend. They're going to be up for sale this week, and it looks just like your stand. It's a super cool stand. So remind me once we're done with the stream to send you the link because it's really nice. All right. Let's see. Okay, so let's go back. That is cool. Great. Let me see. So let me go back to mine here. So now I have... Okay, so from a beginner's perspective, I have my configure Stream Deck. How are we going to do this? Let's say using your icon packs.
Right. So with the Ecamm one, it's all just image files. So it's a case of once you have got a particular scene or something like that you want to add one of the icons to, you've got one of the buttons there that is highlighted, and then you'll see down at the bottom, you can see where it's got the sort of information about that particular button, and there is the icon image over to the left there, and it's simply a case of just dragging and dropping the icon onto that space. Now, one thing about that particular button is that that's got the little 2 radio buttons down below.
Yep.
And what that means is that button has two states, so it could be either on or off. And so with scenes, I've created sort of duplicates of the icons, one of them sort of light and one of them dark, so that you can actually drop the two separate icons onto that. So you just sort of click on one of the radio buttons that you've got
Right.
there, and then drop the icon in, and then switch it over to the other one and drop the second icon. And so then you'll see sort of on your Stream Deck, it will sort of display which, whether it's active or not.
So first of all, I didn't know that you can drag and drop the icons from basically here onto the Stream Deck thing configure. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me make this smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try to split it here. All right. And so go ahead.
You'll need to drop it onto the icon at the bottom
part.
though. It's
cool.
Yeah, it's a pity they didn't make it that you could just drop it onto the actual top one. But I guess the reason they didn't is because it has got potentially two states for some of them. So
gotcha.
I do still find myself trying to drag it and drop it onto the actual button even now. Just
right.
But
oh, this is cool. All right, so I'm not gonna go too crazy. So let me see scene 1 plus 2. So let me just do. All right. So then what I'm gonna do is this one here, scene stream 2, and so that's this scene here. I'm gonna click on this first button, and when I click on this first button, that's me and Alec, right? So that's scene stream plus 2. So we're gonna come back over here. And all I'm going to do is, and let me just go back to my screen sharing here. So I'm going to drag this just like this. Oh my God. I really did not know that you could do that. Do you know the amount of times that I was like, I would click on the icon and go, oh, how cool is that?
And so now you can press on the other little radio button next to it, and then customize the second one. So then you'll see that as you go into that scene on your Stream Deck, it will change to be the light color, the active one, if you like.
Okay, so hold on. So I clicked on the other radio color. Yep. And then go into
and now go and
the one right next to it. And then drag it like that. Okay.
So when that scene is actually active in Ecamm, then it will use the light colored one. But when it's not active in Ecamm, it will use the dark one. So when you look down at your Stream Deck, it will basically light up, showing you exactly which scene you're in, basically. So that is that is how with this one. If I just quickly go to this,
hold on. Let me make you big. Hold on. Give me 1 second. So where is this one here? Go ahead. Yes.
So that is the scene that I'm currently in, and it's got a light on so that I know that is the active scene. And it just means that when you're trying to like navigate scenes and like flick around from one to another, you're always basically seeing which one you're actually live with at that particular moment. So that's the reason for the two different icons for that.
Listen to me. This is amazing. And Mike says, India's having way too much fun. I 100% wait. Gretchen says screenshot of India's face for that one. Listen, you guys can screenshot that. You guys don't understand. I don't understand. So this is what we are going to do over here. And let me see. So we're going to come over to my physical Stream Deck over here. And then I got to change. Hold on. I got to put Alec back on. We want to look at Alec over here, and there's Alec over here. So basically, here's my Stream Deck, right? I just gotta clear this out the way so I can see. Okay, cool. And so this is the, it's no longer active, so it's blue. So this was the scene that I did with Alec and I. So me and my guest side by side, because I'm in the scene with the overhead camera. It's blue. And so I'm going to press it. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in an additional camera overlay. And oh, look at I forgot, guys, what I was doing today. I added a background behind the scenes shot. How cool is that? I'm back there.
That's cool.
Anyway. Totally forgot about that. And so we go to the face cam. Look at this, because now that is the active scene that we're in. That changed from yellow to blue. So that tells me, the yellow tells me, hey, you're in that active scene. How amazing is that? I 100% love that. Mind blown. All right, so let me go back over here. And then, so let's go back to this over here. And in theory, right, everything for the most part is going to be the same. So do you have, let's see, I'm sure you have a next scene and previous scene. You have next slide,
Yeah, there's
previous
some.
slide. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, those arrows you could use those forward and backwards
Okay.
arrows. Yeah, that one.
All right. So what
I
I'm going
actually
to do.
don't tend to use the. I don't create a series of scenes and then go forwards and backwards. I always just have a specific button for a particular scene. But those
Yep.
arrows you can use for that. I
Yep.
actually use those for slides where in Keynote. So I
Yep.
use an overlay with green screen so that I've just got part of the Keynote slide showing over the screen, and then I
Yep.
use those for going backwards and forwards through that. But yeah, equally the same icon
Yep.
for scenes as
And
well.
and so we're definitely on the same page with that. And when I go over my mini masterclass for the EcammonDeck, that's exactly what I say. I show them what a run scene does, and then I show
Mhm.
what next scene and previous scene, but I always give the same exact spiel that you just gave. And I always say,
Mhm.
I don't use it because, right? So for people like you and I, we're going back and forth between different scenes. I feel like you can get very quickly fumbled, like how I'm
Mhm.
switching through so many scenes. You can get very
Yeah.
easily fumbled with next scene, previous scene. That's only, so the only time, so it's so funny. And because you and I both work in, a corporate environment during the day, that is when I do use next scene, previous scene when I'm doing my presentations for the bank, because I have a
Mhm.
cadence. So not just
Yes. Yeah.
for the PowerPoint itself, but also for the scenes. So I open up with like my bank intro with like the logo. Then I go into my business card. Then I go into the presentation. And then once I'm done, I work my way backwards. That is the
Mhm.
only time, but that's because, and I'm repeating the same content literally. It's the same speech that I'm giving over and over again. So that's the only
Mhm.
time that I use next scene and previous scene. Other than that, I'm just using run scene all of the time.
Yep.
But if, just to show you guys again, so what I'm going to do is this previous scene, I'm going to take this slide previous over here, drag this down this way, and now it shows us that, right? And then let's see if I come back and I highlight next scene, bring this over, slide next scene. And so now my stream deck is going to look really cool like Alec's stream deck. And I'm very happy about that. Any other one that you think everybody should like use all the time?
There is the one, if you scroll down at the bottom, there's one that says in case of scene emergency.
Hold on,
So
where is it?
right down on the very bottom row, sort of furthest to the left. Right. So what
Uh,
that is I would sometimes be doing something and I'd find that I would press the wrong button on the. I'd go to the wrong scene.
yeah.
And so I just want to get immediately back to the last scene I was, basically saying like, "Oh no, I pressed the wrong thing. I need to just reset, get back to where I was." And
Oh
I
my
think it's
goodness.
I even forget the shortcut now in Ecamm. Let me just double check. I think it's Command Backspace. Let me say that in case that suddenly shuts everything down.
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
right, exactly right.
it, it's like it's previous scene, but it's not actually the previous scene in your stack. It's the
Mm-hmm.
actual previous scene that you were on. And
Mm,
so by pressing that button, it'll automatically get you back to whatever the last scene was. So I always had that in sort of the bottom corner of the stream deck so that it's like, oh, I've gone to the wrong scene. Just take me back to where I was. And
gotcha,
that was just using a keyboard shortcut in Ecamm for that previous scene that you were on.
gotcha.
Uh,
What else?
yeah, it's last used scene is Command Backspace. So that's the keyboard shortcut for that.
So how would you set that up? Would you set it up in what, like the stream deck, the system?
So that one there isn't actually a button for it in Ecamm
Ecamm.
itself. That would
Yep.
actually be a keyboard shortcut. So yeah, you would go into System.
Yep.
Actually, what I would tend to do with that is make a multi-action,
Okay.
because if you press the keyboard shortcut Command Backspace and you happen to be in a different application, then it will activate that keyboard shortcut in that specific application.
Yep.
So the little trick to get around that is to create a multi-action, and the
Okay.
first action is to open Ecamm, but Ecamm's already open. So
Right.
what it actually does is it just makes Ecamm the active application.
Okay.
So the
So
first
let's
step
go,
is
hold on.
open
So let's
Ecamm.
do this from a beginner's perspective. So let me just go back up really quick. Okay. So multi-action, you press one button and it'll do multiple things. So to get to multi-action, we're going to click on the Stream Deck plugin itself. Then we open it up. You have multi-action, drag this over. It opens up a new box. Go ahead.
You can also just right-click in any one. There's a thing there to create multi-action as well.
Right.
So if you're in a specific button, that's a sort of a bit of a shortcut.
So then I'm going to delete this. Yep. We right-click, and there's some 3 options. You can paste, create folder, or create multi-action. All right. Okay. And so now from here,
it will be a system. From the system plugin, go to open.
Yep.
And then you want to select Ecamm Live in there.
So we're going to click on choose. That's going to open up a Finder window. I'm going to click on my applications. I'm going to choose Ecamm Live. Okay.
And then we want to do the hotkey from the same system menu. So we drag a hotkey over there.
Yep.
And then down in the bottom, if you just highlight where it says select and then do command and then the backspace.
So command delete.
Okay. Yeah. The one just
did that. I think that worked.
So I think we might have actually, if we deleted it from the actual thing up at the top. So we got system open Ecamm in the multi-action. I think what it was is maybe we weren't in the actual content. So drag it over again.
Okay. Click to assign.
And then where it says click to assign.
Yep.
Yeah, then just press command and delete.
There you go. No.
It's taking that out for some reason. Let me have a little quick look at this. Multi-action.
Oh no, what did I do here?
So maybe it is. 1 second.
Yep, no problem. And just to give a reminder, because we are coming up to close the giveaways for the evening. We have less than 6 minutes. We have right about 5 minutes. So you want to make sure that you go to indiad.live/TOT giveaway. I should have starred one of those comments. So let me just put TOT. Here we go. So you want to make sure that if you have not already, you only need to register once. If you have not already, register at indiad.live/TOT giveaway, and you will be entered to win some icon packs and an Ecamm Alex's Ecamm Live Masterclass. So you got 5 minutes, Emra. 5 minutes is when we're going to close the drawing. You can do it. You can do it. Did we figure it out, Alec?
Yeah, there is a backspace in the actual the hotkey drop down. So that's it. I'm just trying to figure out how I actually put the modify key in there as well. So there is a backspace in there. So that's the way to add it rather than just pressing it, because it's doing the same for me where it actually just deletes the actual action. Here we go. Trust me to choose the most tricky one on my live demo.
Right, exactly. Darn it.
Yeah.
Let me see. So if we do that. Oh, look.
See.
Oh, look, I got it. Look. Oh, see, we're learning together. Okay, so we'll do the drop down. And you hold, there you go. You hold down the command button. And then when you hold down the command button, you can see that it switches. So what I did was under the hotkey, click this little drop down. And then hold down the command button, and then we look for command backspace, and that should have worked. Looks like it worked. Anything else that I need to add in here?
So that should do it. So that should, although it's looking like it just says backspace in there at the moment.
I know.
Just try that. Do that one more time.
Okay, so hold
Keep
down
it
the command
held down.
button. And where is
Mhm.
it? Backspace? There it is.
Yep.
Okay, cool. There
There you
you
go.
go.
It's in there now.
All
So
right.
now when you press that button, we got there in the end. It should take you to the previous scene that you were on.
Okay, so all right, so let's customize this. So I'm gonna, oh no, I closed my Stream Deck by mistake, the software. So let me open the Stream Deck software again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back up. And then this is the multi-action. This thing on the right-hand side looks like some boxes layered on top of another. We're just gonna click this in case of emergency SOS button. Gonna drag this down over here, and now it's on the Stream Deck. So then what I want to do is I'm gonna come back to my physical Stream Deck over here. That's this guy. It gets a little blurred out. That's okay. But what I want to do is I'm going to show you, it should take us back to the share. So in case of emergency, go back. It didn't work. Oh, there it is. Okay, maybe I didn't press it hard enough. There you go. It worked, and it took us back to that page. So it's kind of a fancy undo. It takes you to the right scene. I love that because I am always messing up my stuff. So that is amazing. I love it. Very cool stuff. All right. So just a quick high-level overview of, you can see what we looked at. So Alec has 7 different packs. The one pack has over 3,000 icons. You can see the amount of time and quality that he has put into customizing these icons. You can see I was like, I absolutely love it. So I can't wait to like get off with you guys and start customizing my Stream Deck to my heart's content. Let me see. So we said we went over your masterclass, what it looks like and the amount of time you spent into that. Over 130 lessons, lifetime access, different icon packs, giveaways. Is there anything else that we need to cover? What do you think?
With the icon packs as well, there is a video obviously associated with each one. So with ones where I talk about how to use it with Keyboard Maestro and stuff like that, then there is, don't worry if you don't understand any of those things. There is a video that goes along with each one that explains, how to set these up. In fact, all of the icon packs, I made a video telling people how I made the icons and telling people how to set them all up. So technically they could go and watch the videos and do it themselves as well. But then, making them available for $10 as well. If you can't be bothered to do it yourself or don't have the time to do it, then the icon packs are there. So I'm all about basically telling people how to do it and then just giving them the easy, quick route if they want to just purchase it as well. So there's a video explaining each one.
Definitely. Very cool. Very cool. Let me see. All right. So I feel like I want to just make sure that we talk about all your stuff because you, like I said, you've been so gracious to offer up your masterclass, your icon packs. I definitely want to connect with you. We'll schedule something because I think we should do, whether it's a pre-recorded video or a live stream where we show your method with customizing icons. I think that'll be really cool. Although just make your lives easier, just support Alec and buy them. Like when Bradley had his Gumroad store for the overlays, I was like, he was teaching how to do his overlays, Bradley Vincent. And I was like, no, I'll just buy them from you. Thank you very much. Make my life easy, right? Go ahead.
There is that, but the thing about Stream Deck is they are very personal and people are doing all kinds of different things. So even if you buy, the Zoom icon pack basically covers everything that you can do with keyboard shortcuts in Zoom. So that one is basically a complete pack. But with Ecamm, there's going to be things that you might have, use cases that you might have for Ecamm that I haven't got an icon for, because they're very specific to my scene layouts and things like that. So definitely knowing how you can quickly and easily make them, I think is, a really sort of valuable thing. And there's so many other uses that people have got than there are icon packs available. I'm sure of it. Not just from me. I should also say the other place, I'm going to forget the name of it now. There's a great resource for icon packs as well. Sideshow FX.
Yes.
Which they've got some really great ones specific for like use cases. They've got all of the Adobe suite, all of things like Final Cut and so on. They do make a subset of those available for free on Stream Deck and Loupedeck. So if you go into the Stream Deck the Stream Deck store rather, and look at the icons, you'll find Sideshow FX have got a whole series of icon packs in there that are usually, I think, around sort of 50 to 70 icons, but then you can go and buy their full icon pack for like Photoshop, where there's over 300 icons, all specific for every task that there is in Photoshop. So I've just got to give a shout out to them, because they've got some really amazing, full links of full sets of icons for all sorts of different creative apps as well.
Very cool. So I am just, so you guys can see, thank you. I'm going to give one last, because the timer is done. Oh, I should do all of my overlays when I want to point to them right here. How easy is that? That's like perfect, right?
Yeah, I'm going to steal that one as well.
That's it. Look how easy. Exactly. Me too. I'm like, okay, no, total wrong side of the screen. No, but this, however, is perfect. So the timer is exactly right. Like, you can't get that wrong. It's like right in between you. The countdown timer is done. I'm going to do one last round, one last run. If you want to be registered for an opportunity to win either one of these icon packs, we're going to give away one. So there's 7. We're going to do one of each one. So we're going to do 7 giveaways. And Alec is giving away an access code to one of his masterclass to one lucky registrant. So there's 8 giveaways today. That's it. The timer is about to be closed. By the time I go in and turn off the Kajabi site, that is as quick. So I'm going to give you guys a few different seconds. And while we do that, just come back in and show you guys the Wheel of Wonder has been updated so far. So let me take a look at over here. Perfect. So the Wheel of Wonder has been updated. I just want to give last minute changes before I turn the page off. Man, everybody said that this was action-packed. So while we do that, everyone says that this was action-packed. So that's very exciting. Hey, Kali, how are you, girl? How you doing? Thank you for... Right, Gretchen, I saw it this morning. It's Gretchen's birthday today. Wait,
birthday.
Hold on. I'm like...
Happy birthday, Gretchen.
I want to do all of the things. So hey, Kali, how are you? Gretchen, happiest of birthdays to you. I appreciate you. But K-Walk says this has been action-packed. Kali said that she enjoyed watching the both of us together, and someone else chimed in and also gave those sentiments. Everyone is loving the in case of emergency tips. So this has been extremely valuable for the community. All right. I got one more that just came in. I'm going to wait. Paul is texting me. So Paul is texting me. As soon as I get that text from Paul, then I am going to probably swatch. Okay. That is it. So let me go in and I am going to, let me come back. Let's see. So let me switch here because I have to come back on the back end and just turn the page off right quick. So now the page is off. Let me save this. What is it? The registration, ladies and gentlemen, has now been closed. Oh, see, Alec, I couldn't. Is it here? Oh, I need to make sure it's always in the middle of me because it was like, nah, there you go. No, over here. There you go. The registration has been closed. So now let us get back. This is what everybody's really here for. So let us get back to our screen sharing page. I have my registrants. The way we did it this evening should mitigate any double entries. Paul was taking care of that. So we're good to go there. And I know you guys love the suspense music. So where's the music? Everyone loved this music. So let me make this full screen for us. And then, is it playing? All right. Are you guys ready? The suspense was killing everyone when I did
know
this.
It's brilliant.
Right? Exactly. And then, I took my time. All right. So now, okay, I'm going to wait. Alec, when you tell me to click, I will click to spin. I'm waiting on you.
Okay. Go.
Wait a minute. All right, who's the winner? Who is the winner? Who is winning? Greg McCombs. So Greg, we are giving away. So I'm going to do 7. So let me pause this. I should have probably said that first. Greg and Paul is keeping, I should have done this the right way. Sorry, guys. So we're going to save the Ecamm Live Masterclass for last. So the first thing we're doing is the icon packs. And Alec, what I decided was we're going to do 7 giveaways, but they can choose. So I'm going to do 7 people, and it doesn't, if they want to do Ecamm Live, they can choose what they want. And then Alec and I will coordinate with the winners, and he will send you the links and all of that stuff directly. So the first one is Greg. You got an 8 icon pack for Ecamm Live. So what I need to do is I actually need to remove this. So let me exit this full screen. Greg McCombs, let me delete that there. Okay, and everybody absolutely loves the suspense. All right, so we're ready. So let's do this again. Let's go full screen. And now let's do the suspense again. All right, Alec, I'm ready when you are. You tell me when to click.
Gotta keep everyone waiting for a little bit.
I know. I like it.
I just have a little.
I know, exactly. You're such a good sport. We need to do this together more. Okay, all right. We need to do this together more often. I absolutely love this. And
it makes no difference on the outcome.
Right? Howard. All right. All right, Howard. All right, so that is Howard. So that's number 2. We got 5 more icon pack giveaways. All right, we removed Howard. All right. You tell me when to pull the trigger. I'm waiting on you, Alec.
Cool. Pull the trigger.
All right, let's see. Woo! Oh, it was Greg. Gregarious. Greg. All right, very cool. Congrats. Dr. Elo. All right, Dr. Elo. You have won the 3rd one. Let me give you guys a break from the suspense so like it can like kind of die down, and then I'm going to build the suspense all over again because that's what we do. So we got Dr. Elo. So we have winner number 4. All right. So let me put my music back on. Let's get it starting. All right. Look at Rich is waiting in it. All right, let me know, Alec. When are we ready? When are we ready?
Cool, let's go.
All right, let's go. Let me see. All right, let's see. Who's going to be the next winner? Who is this next winner coming up? Is it Kali? Is it Abu? Is it Mac? Oh, that's a close call. Oh, Mac Sharkawi? Shark? Mac. Hi. That is the winner. All right. Okay, so that was... what do we have? Is that 5? That was 5. So we got 2 more icon pack giveaways. All right, let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna click and okay. Hey, all right. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Dale, Annette, Dale, Annette, Dale, Annette, Dale. All right. All right. K-Walk, there's no way you're not registered. K-Walk, you better be registered. K-Walk, what the hell? How are you not? The registration is closed, my friend. I'm so sorry. Because they'll have me at the throats. Okay, so this is the last icon pack, right? Yes. Alec is like, whatever.
I've lost count.
Okay, this is the last icon pack giveaway. All right, so this is the last icon pack, and then we're going to go to the big one. All right. This is the last icon. Oh, Paul said I had 5. Is it really 5? That was 4. Okay. So this is, you got 2 more. This is number 5. Eric. All right, Eric. All right, let's remove you. Look at the list is getting smaller and smaller. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add people back on so that everyone has an equal chance to win the masterclass. All right, so we have one more. So let me put the music back on. All right, this is the last one. This is the last one. Tell me when to pull the trigger, Alec. Let me know.
Go for it.
All right, let's see.
I can't,
All
I
right.
can't stand the suspense myself.
All right. Gigi. All righty. So the Icon pack, 7 people, 22 joined but didn't win. I'm so lucky. Listen, we got it. That's all right. These are good odds. Okay, so that was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that because I'm a big kid. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put, because I want it to be fair for the bigger giveaway. So we're going to put everyone back on. So I'm sharing my page with you. So I'm just going to delete here. And K-Walk, you've been on since the beginning. I'm going to put your name on for the big one because you have been on and you've been, how did we miss you? Because she was teaching. That's what it was. Or she was in a Zoom. All right. So we have that there. And then I will add K-Walk. Rich isn't on here neither. Rich is Rich on? What is going on with you guys? Let me see. Let me text Paul. Because I saw Rich, Big Rich from promos. Let me see. I know that it's all on because this is the big one. All right. It's late for Alec. I know it's early.
For me.
It's early, exactly. And Mike says, to see Alec and India together is golden, and the new ideas learned tonight is icing on the cake. Mike. Rich is not on. Rich, why didn't you sign up? What's wrong with you? Rich, you got to sign up. K-Walk has been signed up to my stuff. If you don't sign up, well, it's too late now, Rich. Come on. All right. Let's go back here. Rich, I'll put your information in because you have been here and you've been active. And I'm not that much of a jerk.
That's true. Is that he's already got all my stuff. He's saying.
Oh, okay. All right. So then you should have said that first, Rich. Jesus. At least, I try to be fair to the community. Fine. So, Rich, you want to hang out with us on Thursday because on Thursday, you guys, the last day of giveaways on Thursday is when I'm giving away one of my master classes for the Stream Deck masterclass. So you want to absolutely make sure that you are through. All right. So I put everyone in fresh. We are good. Let me go back to full screen. Let me put on the music that everyone loves. All right. You want hardware? Well, I'm giving away a $310 promo. What is it? I'm calling it an Elgato Level Up package.
That package looks amazing.
Yeah, it's what is it? The mini. I want the stuff for myself. The key light, the mini key light, the arm, the Stream Deck pedal. I want all of that stuff. So basically, whoever ends up signing up for the masterclass, if they win, they end up making profit off of it in reality. So Kali says that I need this track. Kali, I will send you the link. It's in the Stream Deck store. So the software this music that I'm using, I got from free in the Stream Deck store. Okay, so I've given you guys enough suspense. We'll stay quiet for a second. And Alec, whenever you are ready, let me know.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. This is for the entry or to win access to the Ecamm Live Masterclass. Who is it? Mike, Gigi, Mike Reed. Oh, yeah. How amazing is that? That is very cool. Very exciting. I just spilled water on my desk, so I need to make sure I don't it's all I'm having a mini panic attack. I'm trying to stay cool on the camera. I'm trying to stay cool on the camera. Okay, hold on. Thank God I keep a microfiber cloth close for right? Yeah, keep it close to wipe stuff down, and it just suctioned everything up. So how cool is that? I know, Gigi, that was very close. So that is very exciting. This has been great. Alec, look, I'm right under an hour and 20 minutes. We're at an hour and 18 minutes. So that was pretty good timing considering the streams that I do And the streams that you do, because you can do some long streams too. So
They can go on sometimes.
I know. Very exciting. Everybody is saying congrats to all the winners. Can I give away the class? If you like, do you want to give away the class? Oh man. Do you want to give away the
Oh,
keys?
that's right. I think Mike's already signed up to it. I think
Okay.
that Mike is already signed up to it.
Mike, okay. All right. So Mike, reach out to me and I'll hook you up on my end. So Mike, send me a message. So, and Koa is saying that she wants me to be done. You hear her barking. So Mike, reach out to me. I'll hook you up on the back end. And now, because Mike has been so gracious, it was put back in the drawing. Put back in the drawing. Don't leave yet, Emra. Don't leave yet. Hold on. So let me come back over here. Let me do this really quick because we have one last drawing. All right. Who's going to win? Who is it? Who is it? Who is going to win? Who is going to win? Dr. Elo? Gretchen? Dr. Elo? Gretchen? Dr. Ooh, is this a good birthday present? Gretchen! How exciting is that? All right. So Gretchen, for your birthday, you won access to, oh my goodness, I didn't even share my screen with you guys. What a doofus. What a doofus. Thanks, Rich. All right, well, I pressed the button. I promise I pressed the button and I spun the wheel. You guys, I don't even know. I can't even go back, but I promise Gretchen won. It was fair and square. I know I didn't show the wheel, Paul. Thanks for telling me late. Gosh. My bad, guys. But she won. So we're good to go. Mike, reach out to me and I will hook you up on the back end. SOS. I know, too late. Yes. Happy birthday to you. So that's a very cool present. Happy birthday to all of the winners. You can reach out either to myself. And so let me and Paul handle it with Alec. So just reach out to either me or Paul, and we'll give Alec one nice listing overall, and we'll get him the information. And then Alec will reach out to you directly with the link or getting you into his masterclass, because he's going to need some information for you guys on there. Any parting words, my good sir? This was fun.
It has been fun. It's been great finally speaking to you.
I know.
One-on-one, as it were.
Exactly.
One in front of many, but you know what I mean? It's I feel like we know each other. It's been a long journey that we've got to know each other, and it's the first time actually on stream together. So yeah,
definitely. I know. It's like it's super cool hanging out with you. Like you said, it's like we know each other. It was just like two old friends hanging out, having a good time. I had a very good time. So we definitely, I know it's hard because we're literally on 2 different days. You're in the future. I'm in the past. But we definitely should try to do this more often, help out the community, and just give some cool tips and trips. So,
and thanks to everyone for coming and making it all fun as well.
Definitely. It was good stuff. And so let me do what I do. Let me just escape out of here so we can do our countdown, our outro scene, if I can escape out. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. What's happening here? See, again, this is what happens when you have too much stuff, right? You have too much stuff. Oh, my music isn't playing at all. All right, well, maybe we won't. I mean, I can do one of my other Stream Deck sound effects, so I can. I mean, the music that I have in Ecamm is, I don't know. That's so weird. Oh, maybe? There you go. Because I had sound effects muted.
There we go.
All right, my good sir, I appreciate you. It has been great. You taught me some things, right? So it's one of those things. I hope that if it was for me, I hope that if it's anything that the community could find value in, is that even if you consider yourself an advanced user, support other community members and get to know your other community members, because I learned stuff from Alec today, and you saw that I was like, how cool is that? So
Healthy Wine TV is saying, are there any coupons for my course? So there isn't any running at the moment, but what I'll do is everyone who entered in their email, I can send a 20% off discount coupon code. So I'll give that to you to send out to them.
Nice. So we have the listy. It was worthwhile doing it this way because we have a list of organization. We have your emails. So Alec is going to create a 20% off coupon code for his masterclass for those of you guys that signed up today. So that is like, people are winning. That is great, great stuff. All right, you guys, I will catch you guys. Man, what was today? Today was day 73. 27 days to go, I think. 26. No.
Yeah.
Today, I don't know. I know I'm in, let me see. So let's look at, oh yeah, yesterday was day 73. So today's day 74. 26 days to go.
26.
Yeah, exactly. Help. Thanks for doing the math. I'm just a banker. Thanks for doing that. Listen, I use calculators for that. All right, you guys. I will catch you guys mañana. I appreciate you. Alec, have a great day. You're starting off your day now. And we will talk. Peace out, you guys.
Thanks, everyone.